Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, and welcome to Tactical Saturday. I've done a lot of things with Saturday in the past. Did some other games on Saturday. Had Saturday shenanigans, some DCS, all kinds of different things. As I'm doing some of the partnering stuff with Wargaming, I've slowed down some of the videos. But you know what we're going to do on Saturday is I'm going to release a video, at least in the near future, or for the near future, of some of the videos, some of the replays anyway, you guys have sent to me asking for replay analysis or good games that you've had. Because I still want to do that as part of this channel. And we'll see how it goes. I don't want to be a spammer, man. You know, it's been interesting, the feedback on that. And we will talk about that on Sunday on Coffee Talk. Remember, the Coffee Talk this Sunday, that'll be tomorrow, is going to have a bunch of giveaways, my friends. And I have some giveaways from Wargaming as well. So I have a few more tanks. I think we're up to 4 Tier 8s and a Tier 6 or something along that line. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. If you guys can make it for Coffee Talk 0700 Central Standard Time, be there or be circular. This is Pilgrim, speaking of Coffee Talk, my partner on Coffee Talk, and he's running his T57 on Himmel's Krakow. I think this is now Krakow. I have just coined a new map term, if I can remember. I like Krakow. He's in his T57, Tier 10, top tier. So we should be able to do the a little bit of bully action. He sent this to me and said, all right, clip management was something I concentrated here. And with the amount of autoloaders in the game right now, clip management is huge. When to reclip, reload, when to force a reload with a C, when to shoot shots, when to hold shots, all that good stuff. So let's see what he does here. This is pretty easy, right? He's got a nice guy out here, but he's just auto-aiming. Pilgrim. All right, so nicely done. You get 2 shots. We have 2 shells. Do we have more shots? I think you're missing shots on the Pershing right there. Is he uncovered? I believe he is. Yes. So, what did we just shoot at? I don't know. The Pershing is yeah, all those guys, I think you could shoot them. I think, okay, there we go. Oh, auto-aim. And he gets it anyway. Pilgrim, that's lazy, my friend. All right, so 4 shots. I think you probably could have got those out a little faster. A couple of those guys were lit for a while, and the mouse comes in. All right, I wouldn't have done that. I know you're trying to get over there. What I would have done is backed up and used that column there, spin the tank, get skinny, and then wait for him to start moving again, or maybe, you know, wait till you're reloaded and poke out through the window right there. But backing up, that was just giving him a free hit right there. And he's just pushing in on you right now. All right, so now you got to make the decision. Do I fight here as he comes around this corner, which exposes me to somebody figuring out how to get into my side, or do I push up to this place right here and put some shells into him? Because he's coming, right? There's not a lot you can do. That's your. Don't put your rear armor to him. Oh, he's looking for a window shot. All right. How much for the puppy in the window? How much for the Pilgrim in the window? The mouse is going to try to side scrape out. Look out. Don't let him get a shot. Especially not a free one you're not ready for. There you go. Okay, so we... Whoa. Alright, we're just going to chalk that one up to old guy. That's way too much angle. That's pretty funny. Yeah, just put him in there, man. Put this one into his turret. Alright, so the hole... Didn't want to do that. I think his turret, because he was pointing towards you, try to get it into the face. And now let's switch to 2. Let's press 2 and get some heat going, because we're going to need to chew through a lot of armor, and he's already ahead of us in hit points. It looks like you're going to accept the AP on this one, yeah. And now we got an Emil 2 coming in. So you had an option here as the Emil came. The mouse fired to run across here and try to get to this other side, maybe wrap around here. There are still a bunch of guys up there, so you might not want to get too far out this way. But we're about to get into a bit of a sandwich from these dudes. So the Emil goes there. I think this is a good idea. Go that way. There you go. There you go. You might be able to come around and get a little sneaky with him. I think the Emil 2... Not really sure what he's doing there. All right, so camera management for everybody here. I need to know a little bit more about what's going on. So I think my camera is out a little bit more. What is going on? Oh, the Emil's looking that way. The mouse is looking at me. It's hard to tell the way you came in what was doing or what was going on right there. Ooh, hasty shot. He already fired. So, okay, fine. I came out. I poked. He fired. move forward and now put those shots into his weak spots. Yeah, here he comes. There, oh, that's unlucky. We're going to eat another shot here for sure. There we go. Oops. Yep. All right, the track's all right. Yeah, bail out of there. I think your instinct to go forward and go that way was better than the backup, because this thing backs up very slowly. Now he bails out. Why? Is there somebody? I don't know why. That's very interesting. You probably should have just pushed in on... Oh, there you go. I missed it. There's a T-30 buddy right there. That's going to help. But he does pen you. Now we're in a bit of trouble here. Is the T-30 going to put a big hit on him? There we go. And we're a one-shot to that guy, so now we can't really poke out, take a hit, and chuck a clip into him. We got to force him to take a bad shot or a bounce shot or shoot somebody else. So we've kind of ignored him. He's backed off. He doesn't want none of the T-30 and you at the same time. Nicely done. Oh, very lucky. And he didn't have another shell, it seems like. Be nice to get in there if he is out of shots, and I didn't count shots. So discretion being the better part of valor, that might have been a good idea. Although the Emil-2 reloads really quickly now. That's kind of the change on the Emils these days. They took a shell away from him, but they reload relatively quickly. So about right now, he's either reloaded or very close. So you can't really poke out now, so that opportunity is lost. We're doing all right. You can tell that the west side is starting to win. Now that guy took a shot. Problem with this move is look how much of the rear end of your tank is sticking out. So your gun line's there, but he has all that to shoot. He must be out of shots. Yeah. You take a couple there, that doesn't work out. To be honest, I don't know why he's not coming back around here and helping his Maus. These two kind of misplayed this. They should have shut you and the T-30 down a long time ago. There's really no reason for them to hang out in those windows. Just come around to the choke point, and together with the Maus' armor and the Emil's autoloader, and you being on a one shot, and the T-30 being a T-30 with a really long reload, I mean, they just come in here and own you guys. Okay, the Maus is fired. Yeah, you're trying to... Yeah, he almost gave you enough angle. He's going to come out real soon. So we put 2 shots into him. And we back out. If he's counting shots, he said, oh, that's 2. He's probably assuming you have 2 more unless he's really been paying attention. Because you sat on those 2 for a while. So it's not a bad idea. The T-57 reloads relatively quickly as well. Now we get some help from the back. And I don't know why the T-30 didn't move in on that because you can take a hit. The T-263 is going to start chewing this guy up from behind. I don't know what this Emil is. What is the Emil still doing? I guess he's worried about the T-30 potentially. That 263 is the game changer right there. He's starting to own that Maus. Although now he's got company. Nope, that guy's way back there. Go to that lower plate. There you go. Nicely done. And the Maus has to make a decision. His problem now, well, there we go. Now he's down to 1 shot. So he can't really push into the T-30 and just accept the shot. He's in a lot of trouble. He took it. Took a hasty shot. T-30 takes him down. And now we got to figure out how to get rid of the Emil. We're at 2,700 hit points. The Emil has run away, gone to the other side. The 263 does some work. Now between the 2 of you, that's 2 of his shells. I would imagine he has 1 left. Again, if you were really paying attention, you might know. T-30 is going to own him. Yeah. Oh, missed. The Emil is maybe taking a shot at the T-30, so now you own him. Come on in here. Take a nice, easy shot. There you go. Down that guy goes. Boom. 3,000 damage, 980 assist right there, and just staying alive. Some clip management, just staying alive. A couple things we talked about I thought you could have done a little better in there as far as prioritizing. The enemy team should have pushed you, and I think could have beat you in the T-30 and the, what was it, a 100-0-1 pretty easily. But the good news is they didn't, and you held in there. Did your reloads. Did 3,000 damage, which is respectable at tier 10. It's not burning the house down or anything, but respectable. And, the end of the day, what really matters? The W. The W. So I've got a couple more videos coming up for you guys here on this download. Enjoy the rest of these videos. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll see you on Sunday for Coffee Talk's 200th anniversary and the giveaways. That's all I've got for today. See ya. Well, that's not all I have for today. There's more coming. Yo, it's Guido coming at you, the Tactics Talk guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the support of the channel as always. If you're looking for ways to do so, you can find them down in the description. And if you like the game and you don't have it, download it. Give it a try. Type 64, Jeb, Clan Lazed, Lazy D. He actually told me how it was pronounced in another message, but I can't remember. I can't remember. I like Lazy D. Lazid. We are in Himmels. Karelia Dorf. Standard battle. Type 64. I like this tank. This is a premium tier 6 Chinese. It's kind of a Hellcat with a smaller gun-ish, but it's a scout tank. There's no armor, really, to speak of. He's in a tier 6 game. He's got tier 7s. Let's discuss this a little bit. He is a light tank. The good news is there's no tier 8 light tanks running around with CBS or tier 8 mediums. That's good, because that really hurts a bit the Type 64's capability in Tier 8 battles. But that is not what we have. We actually have some Tier 5s to beat up on here. So as a scout goes, he's in good shape. There is a 1375 on the other side. That will eat him up. He did send me a note. You know, it's got a good game, but not that good gun, but not that good. Gets eaten up by autoloaders, wheelies, the Lukes, the Leopard. All right, absolutely no armor. So this is one of those tanks. Mobility, view range, and camo. That's what you got. So that's what you're going to try to use. And it looks like he's going to challenge the hill right here initially. But I think he says he realized he wasn't able to take it and hold it, and he gets out of there. Now there's a tank that'll hurt him. So he just bails out and goes over to the rock. Not a bad move. I like it. Cover up. Take a shot. All right, that's kind of the jab and move, right? Jab and move. Oop, got a piece of him. Takes a couple jabs. Now he's already going. What on earth? I guess there was somebody right behind him. Doesn't quite get that shot. All right, Jeb, so this position, I don't know, this was kind of a pickup game for you. I think maybe you intended to go to the hill. Probably would have gone poorly for you if you did. You do a nice job of pinning down the T-25, or at least distracting him. And now we've got the 1375 and a couple of your guys going up the hill. But the problem is, you've done all that, but now we're stuck. We're going to fight the whole battle from here unless things really start to change. And this is getting scary because here comes two heavies around the other side. Depending on how much backup you have, it can get real ugly here real fast. Let's see how Jeb handles it. The guys up top are doing decent work. They're taking on the Furry. They've killed the T-25 thing, the Skirta. Yep, here comes the KV-3 just rolling in. Is he going to pause? Looks like he is. We're going to maybe try to sneak a shot on this guy. We are shooting our APCR. We should be able to occasionally pin. We get into that rounded hole, and we're just pinned down. All right, so what was a better move? I think I'd go north here. But you've done a pretty nice job of causing them issues. They do have to be cognizant of you there. Right now, it looks like the KV-3 is just going to ignore you, but pretty soon he'll get tired of getting poked. And now the 1375 gets rammed by the P-43. But now we have three heavies moving in. This KV-3 is going to really get irritated up by you in just a minute. But I will say, this is why I like scouts in these positions sometimes, if you are supported by your team. The problem is it's hard to know, right? If you YOLO into that rock, you know, every time going, hey, I like this move, I like to go to this rock and be disruptive. That's good if the guys are behind you and are doing what your team is currently doing right now, which is annoying the living crap out of them. Or what you're annoying the living crap out of them, and those guys are keeping them off of you. So it's hard to know. I liked the decision of coming off and not pushing up the hill. I think based on how many of your guys went up there, you probably might have been able to win anyway, and that poor KV-3. I mean, it's really annoying when you get into situations like that, and the little light tank starts crushing you. And now the question is, what next? Which I think was part of your question to me. Nice choice of shot into the lower plate. You can actually pin that lower plate of the AT-2. Now I've got a Leo right there. If we can get rid of him, that'd be fantastic. Thank goodness he missed, because he actually hits pretty hard. That thing can have a 300 alpha gun, so that would have really hurt. All right, now what? Yeah, let's try to keep working on the KV-2. I think now I'm going to wait till I'm dark and bail. What's the point? See, he's just going to keep doing that to you. Let the arty shoot him. The heavies are still... Well, it's not a heavy. What is it, 2 mediums? There's a heavy and a medium. 2 mediums. Like that KV2, or that AT2 is not going to do anything. He's just absolutely getting pummeled. There we go. Nicely done. All right, now we can just bail out of here. I think then we can move to the middle or to the north. I would not go... This is one of your questions about what to do. I would not go down here because more than likely I'm going to run into the RBFM or one or two other campers, plus the arty bombing us down there. And that's what they expect. They expect somebody to come from exactly where that DSPZ guy is going. So good deal. I agree with this decision. Let's go this way. Let's go try to find the 3045M and help the rest of these guys take them out. Now the DSPZ actually finds arty first. That's pretty funny. There's a T-34, so let's flex to him. He's the next target on the hit parade. We can move into the bushes to our left here and help make sure he's gone. There we go. Can do that without being spotted. Very nice. Okay, he's behind the rock. Let's go ahead and uncover him from the rock. Okay, keep pushing in. There we go. Now he is in amongst the rocks, so I would push north now. Let's go clean up the north and find out if there's any guys up there. Guess what? There is. There's one right there. We actually spot him. He does not spot us. Now there's the camo. Remember, scouts are going to carry their camo while they move. That allows a much larger freedom of movement. Had you been a medium, it's very likely, very possible the M4A1 or the T-3045 would have seen you. There's a bush up next to this rock I'd jump into. Okay, or just take the shots. That'll work. Try to track him. Nicely done. Looks like you're going for the rear side there. Didn't quite get it. Couple misses. All right, is the 3045 shotable? Maybe. See what she's doing with his radar. What he's doing with his view. That guy's pretty low hit points, so let's put. Oh, geez Louise, he just saw you right there. That was interesting. Actually, I don't know why he immediately saw you right there, unless you were spotted the whole time that you came up around the bush. That was a little bit odd. And you are pretty close, so you may have enough burn through to see through that bush right there. All right, 3045M's dead. Let's go clean up the M4A1. Oh, LEF. Yeah, just, nope, he's behind the rock. Keep moving. You don't need to worry about him right now. Go get rid of the M4A1. Looks like your Ram 2 buddy's going to... I'd cut low. Go left. There you go. All right, he should beat that guy in theory, but there you go. So in a case like that, you know he's going to engage. Just keep going until you know you're going to uncover maybe a shot into the rear, but keep going towards the next hit points. Like, even had you followed up with the Ram, I don't think you really get a shot in there. Maybe, because it did take him a couple hits to get rid of him. Now we're just pushing. Where is this RBFM? Is he that far in the back? Or is he actually up in the northwest corner, potentially? I would start to be a little suspicious that he's actually up where your Ram is, hanging out. Up in this area up here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see my mouse? I don't know. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, he's over there. Looks like everybody's working that way. Could be in that pit. 1375 looks for it. I'd cut north. There he is. He is in the pit. Now's your opportunity to dive bomb him. How close is he to the edge? It's like oh, we got a big ram out of the DS. PZ, we're probably not going to get any shots on him. Yep, down he goes. So I would have not gone for the cap as much as you did. I would have absolutely, about halfway through and you saw that there were guys up top, I'd have started leaning up this way. Maybe based on the way I would have gone, I'd have been out of position because I'd have been headed for the corner. It did surprise me a little bit. He was in the pit right there, but that was one of the options, really, if he hasn't been lit yet. Probably in the pit or up, hiding way up here in the corner. Nicely done, 1,505, 274. Let's see. So the question is, should I have gone after the arty? I beat back the enemy M4, came to take out our arty. No, I think you made the right decisions right there. My expectation, after you won over here in the alley in the southeast, remember I mentioned that usually when you push to this corner down here, there's several things waiting for you, to include arty, and just bomb the crap out of it. Your DSPZ guy lived through it. They just didn't happen to be there. but 9 times out of 10 they are. So I think your decision to come back around, work on the guys in the middle, and take out anything that might be pushing towards your cap, because the danger at that point was maybe 2 or 3 of those guys that haven't been seen filter up onto your cap and try to fast cap you at that point. So with your fast tank, I think that was absolutely the right decision. It becomes one of those decisions of that was a game-winning decision. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a hit point getting decision. Pushing down into the south here is more of a hit point decision. It also carries the danger of all the campers. I think you would have gobbled up some hit points, though, because there was nobody there. Still, I think the right decision was absolutely what you did. Go back and make sure that a few sneaky guys or aggressive guys in the north don't somehow steal a win from you. So I do appreciate you sending that in there, Jeb. Nicely done from Clan Lays. Jeb 2 and his Type 64. I actually like that tank. I have a lot of battles in this thing. I used to play it a lot. And I did a lot of the scout missions, especially the lower level ones, for the Stug and the things like that in the Type 64. For the higher ones where you're going to need more spotting, you kind of need more hit points on the enemy team, so you're really more relying on 8, 9, and 10 scouts. But this one is a great choice for doing some of the lower level scouting stuff, especially in a game like this where you're not running into tier 8s that might be carrying a CBS, and that will limit your capability. Mobility, camo, and what was the other one I was looking for? I don't know. Something. Vision. Mobility, camo, and vision. That's what you want to prioritize while you're driving a tank like this. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you. Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back and a replay review. We've got the Eternal Bush. he's anonymous. He's anonymous. He's platooned with Brazelthorpe, which is one of the better names I've heard lately, and McGwee Destroyer. Hopefully that's not some naughty word that I just said and I didn't realize how it was pronounced. But anyway, one of them in a Patton, one of them in a T-54, and our hero in the Char Futur 4. Good coffee, good coffee. First video of the day. He's anonymous. Also, check it out over here. He's just like disappeared into the bushes of Ghostdorf Town, Himmel's Town Ghost Himmelsdorf. Assault. They are assaulting. Sent me this replay and said, this is the power of never giving up. So I like that. I like that. So many romple stomps, it happens. You know, it's kind of the design of the game, isn't it? At the end of the day, the game mechanics, the design of the game, the permadeath, the no respawn thing, you're going to often have romple stomps going one way or the other. You try to either gobble up as much hit points as you can on the winning side and do as much delay and hit point gathering as you can on the losing side. But in between all of those, we have close games. Games where you just don't want to give up. So we're going to head over here with our platoon. Are they sticking together? It looks like they are. Very good, they are. So they've gone down to the south side, and we're going to start working. Now, on Ghostdorf Himmelstown here, on assault, it's a bit tricky. These hills look like great places to assault from. You get the high ground, right? You get the high ground. And then you got to try to figure out how to push into a bunch of TDs, bushes, and arty. Only one arty on this, so that's okay. It is a tier 10 battle, but these guys are all in the mid-tier at tier 9, so not too bad. Do you take your Char Futur into town? Oh, that's a gutsy call right there. It can do some good work if it can get into the town unmolested. What the heck? Did they just guess, or what happened there? Looks like the arty just bombarded the building there, hoping that maybe the Char Futur was still sitting in that general area, because that's where he was spotted last. We've had a meeting of the minds. We had a little meeting. We had a little meet and greet, a little get together, and off we go. The 3 amigos are riding to the north. So we're kind of hanging out in the back. Yeah, I think they realized they weren't going to be able to push right there. I like this. I like this. They're not just sitting there going, well, let's just keep poking and maybe something will punch us in the face and we'll lose some hit points and then we'll get angry and then the arty will take some more hit points and 4 minutes will go by in the game and we haven't done anything. So they have actually, interesting, flexed, at least one of them anyway, has flexed back into the town. The Metaflex. All right. So we get in here. The only problem I see with this is they have left the South Hill unattended. Count Onan's sort of watching it-ish, but someone could easily get up there and get into the bush and start shooting them in the side. So they're gonna have to watch that. So we're gonna hang out here for a bit and see if somebody unwisely does a peek-a-llama ding-dang right around the corner. I'll just have a sip of coffee while we wait. Did you guys hear the slurp? Is that, that's probably a faux pas of some kind. It's French roast. It's really nice. Really nice. Oh, one of his buddies got a hit. So the Eternal Boosh, oh, I think that guy was there for a while. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting us from the other side. Our brother from another mother, the Charfuture 4, on the other team, took a poke at us and got a bounce. The Char has some really weird angles, especially on the turret. So it gets some odd bounces that you would not expect. It's not really a heavily armored beast. It's not even really a hold down beast. It's just the angles are so weird and the turret's kind of small. You just get these weird bounces, and that's pretty true of nearly every tank that's like that in the game. Someone else took him to poke at him, but he downs the C-45 Bisanti of Decimator 4000 fame. He's destroyed. He's headed back to the spawn. Not to the spawn. That would be respawn. He's headed back to the garage. And we're losing a little bit, 3-1. All right, there's the other. Nice, into the Char. I think he was down on the little ramp, wasn't he? And then he bailed out of that. He said, well, that's enough of that. Oh, look what's going on in the south. They figured it out. They figured out. Eventually they do. I mean, I do talk a lot about passive people who kind of sit in the same spot most of the game. That's not exactly true. They'll sit in the same spot for a long time. But eventually, even the slower folk among us will figure out that a flank is open, and they might even push in there and have a little peeky-do, see what's going on. Uh-oh, well, there goes our count. What was he doing? This is starting to look like a Rumpelstomp in the wrong direction. Though Canonin just attacked. I mean, I like the cut of his jib. I'm feeling the moxie, but it didn't happen for him, did it? No, sir, that did not happen in any way, shape, or form. All right, so we've gone back to the South Hill, and it is Romple the wrong way. Romple the wrong way. Now, remember what I said earlier is, if you're Romple the wrong way, you're just looking to get some damage out of it. Now, ultimately, we all want to win. Oops, that missed. So everything you do should be in the pursuit of the win. And sometimes that's just holding off enough to get some hit points, but much like the movie The Martian, what does Damon say at the end of that thing? You solve a problem, the closest croc to the boat, the next thing that's going to kill you, you solve that problem, and then you move to the next one. And if you solve enough problems, you get to live. In this case, in World of Tanks, you get to win. Oh, Mr. Charfuter, we really wish we were reloaded right now, don't we? This is one of the worst feelings in an autoloader, especially a long reload autoloader. Just waiting, knowing that you got guys out in the open you could punish, and being unable to do so. There's probably communication going on between him and the Patton, and the Patton is actually, he is holding the fort over there. I mean, it is quite literally him down in town. That was a horrible low roll. It makes me sad and grumpy at the same time. What is this guy doing? Oh, he's taking 375 in the rear end area. We have one shell. Which guy? Oh, look out. You can see that arc getting in there. Oh, that was foolish. Oh, what happened? Oh, did we hit C? Hold on a minute. Did we make a slight tactical error right there? A little decision to hit C. Okay, we shoot that guy. All right, I got to get to where he's viewed. All right, so we have the one shell. Okay, I got it. And we shot. It just plain old missed. And the Scorpion got that bounce. Remember that discussion about the weird angles? And he's on the back slope, so that angled front part is going to be hard to pen, actually. It just has so much angle on it. And we are reloading 3 shells. I don't know if we realize that. Might have been nice to go ahead and press 2 there, but we're only going to get 3 shells out of this clip. Oof. Well, that really hurt. So the T-30 got a piece of us. We got to be careful. Oh, we're lit again. Really, we don't have much of a choice here other than to kind of hang out and hope this dude doesn't get another shot. Oh, now the Artie's got a piece of us. Boom. Wow. Very surprised the T-30 didn't get a shot, but the T-54 gets in there and does some work, gets rid of the Scorpion. Now the 101's next. 101 takes a shot. Now, I haven't talked about it too much here, but very likely this platoon is talking, so that is a huge advantage, really. Nice attempt to get to the lower plate right there. It bounces off the T-54. So we're going to go ahead and tuck up against this rock. This is probably going to get us permalit by the 101, but I think that's a good idea to avoid A, the Artie, and B, the T-30. We've also got the 110E3 becoming a bit of an issue. Although based on where the 268 is over there on the hill, it's doubtful. Oh my gosh, he didn't quite kill him. Boom, there's the Artie. It is doubtful that the 110E3 is quite a factor right now. T-54 takes down the 101. Boy, he lasted a long time, didn't he? Got to be careful out backing out when we're still lit. Well, I thought that was a little early. I'm really glad the T-30 was either not paying attention or not in position or whatever right there. A little bit early, I thought. So we've gone over to our heat. So now 16 heat shells, that's all we've got. We've done 2,369, 1,100, almost 1,200 assist. And this guy makes, oh, I was going to say, if he comes around that side, he's made a huge error. He's got a lot of hit points. Down goes our Artie. There's the 110E3. 268 still holding the hill. Remember, this is assault, folks. We have 1 minute and 34 seconds to win this somehow. We're not going to be able to put one guy on cap and win. So it looks like the Eternal Boosh is heading around the corner here and to try to sneak around behind. 110E3's got a bunch of hit points. Are we going to get on the cap? We're going to drive onto cap. Okay, well that's interesting. We don't have enough time to do that. Now, it's not in counter, so it's not a super long time, but you can see it's 1 minute 30 on the counter, and we've only got 56 seconds. Here comes the T-54. He wants to try to make it happen. And then we find the Artie making a runner, so let's go ahead and just close him out, because he's probably one of the best tanks for resetting. So down goes that guy. All right, do we hit C or do we accept the 2 shells? I think we accept the 2 because the 103 is the threat. And see, he's going to try to peek over. Oh, he's fixed. He's gone into travel mode. The T-54 is hanging out right there. They got 24 seconds. Don't get to where he can just drive over and land on you. Now he's trying to make a move. Oh, okay, we hit the screen. Not penetrated. Here comes the 50B. We have 13, 12. Is he just going to drive off and die? Oh, we This, my friends, is exactly why on many occasions I don't watch these through before I do the video. Because I like the actual real-time reaction to the shenanigans. All right, so the 50B, the Sturv is upside down. His gun is in the right direction, depending on what he can see. The 50B is also pointed more or less in the right direction. Let's see how this ends. We have 3 seconds. They both fell off. One's upside down. The other is on his side. Oh my gosh. We get by the Sturv, and we win it. Is he going to ram it? Well, we should be one. There we go. No, he doesn't ram it. I think that's the right idea. I'm not really sure on the mechanics of that, to be honest. Would it have reset if you rammed it? Maybe. It was pretty close. I think it's best not to test that. I think it was best not to test that. What an actual just steal of a win. Absolutely stole that win. And then just the buffoonery of these two coming off. Oh, look, the T-30 is seconds behind. He's just too late. That is fantastic. The Eternal Boosh. Very nicely done. As a side note, that is a great example. A great example of what you can do with the platoon. Because in a pub match, solo, you know, if the T-54 saw you doing that, okay, we might have got to that position. But more than likely, the two of them looked at the clock and said, well, the only real chance we have, based on how many hit points they have and how spread out they are, Plus, there's just more of them and more guns. Let's try to sneak onto the cap and steal a win that way together. And that is exactly what happened. So that was fantastic, man. Well done. Much appreciated for sending that in. Very cool. That's all I've got for today. Hey guys, thanks for supporting the game. If you like what you saw, throw me a subscribe, support the channel, all that good stuff. And if you like the game, download it and play it today. We will see you.